Y'all, shatterproof. See the earthquake that's there? Well, I just wanted y'all to know a few things, right? Because we got a problem. First of all, thank God for another day. Day is May what? 2000 what? 25? What's today's date? Now, I ain't been to sleep yet. Just talked to y'all last night. All right, and eating a little cereal and had a little, our guest Jason was sat and shared his experiences. Now, day is May what? It's now we know it's Monday morning. All right, it's Monday morning now. So the 18th was. So now I'm gonna give you the last day was 18th. But I just want to, give you a little something to have your brain moving. But look, we have a very important conference occurring today, okay? It is a Global Community National Security Conference. And what we do during these conferences is we touch base with all the community heads that we have been in contact with over the years, and we try to discover what it is that we can do to be able to continue to work together, to keep things somewhat balanced around the globe. So, but it involves a number of different things. So, the meeting is scheduled for 3 p.m. So we're going to record the meeting. Certain segments of the meeting, no doubt, will have to be muted out, but just know that it's because there's national security involved. Now, the thing about that is this, okay? I want y'all to understand something. That what we finna bring to the table is exactly what the world needs. I haven't been to sleep yet. I've been talking to y'all since yesterday. In my little camouflage, my Jesus Christ Street Ministry affiliate outfits. But it's also my military uniform for my boss ladies firm. Secretary of Defense. I'm out there. And so look, I was asleep, I was still in the bed, but I got up, walked around a little bit, still tired now, you feel me? So, but we're gonna do this thing the right way though, you feel me? National Security Conference today, 3 o'clock. Now what y'all need to do, we got Second Chance Defense, our firm. And of that, I'm the boss. It's international. It's an international law firm, non-profit. My for-profit law firm had to rest. I'm finna open it back up because I'm home now. After 31 years, I want to show the legal community how we drive this whip. Uh-oh, what we gotta do, man? We gotta secure the bag first, right? I ain't talking about the bag of money. I'm talking about the bag of the equipment. We can't damage that, huh? And guess what? I ain't gonna erase it. What am I erase it for? It is what it is. You already saw it. No, you didn't. See, I can erase it. I saw it. So who cares? I'm just trying to show you. Say, we ain't got time to play no games. We can make mistakes too. We ain't perfect. We want to be seen as just as what we are. People that care, just like you. And we just trying to do the right thing. That's all. Nothing too serious. You just gotta believe. You gotta trust God, But this National Security Conference, y'all tune in. Y'all let your friends know what's going on. Let your family members know what's going on. If you know somebody in another state, another country, let them know that there's a World National Security Conference at 3 p.m. today. Mandatory for me and my governmental affiliates around the globe. People I've been networking with for over 20 years. So they have told me clearly that they wanted to talk to me and they want to find out exactly what it is that I got going on and, what they can do to help. So I'll be having an additional screen available so that I can read the questions and answer them accordingly, since people chose to want to remain, they want to be there, but they don't want nobody in their business. You got to respect that. But they're going to support what I'm doing because I'm doing what's right. So therefore, I have the support. Simple. And that's what we're moving on from that. Okay? We ain't moving on another beat. So that's what's up. But I can tell you this. I could have had access to a studio and a private home, but the home I did get got damaged. So whoever went in there and did the burning after the plumbing exploded and all that was a pattern. But it ain't no pressure. You see what I'm saying? That's nothing, man. That ain't nothing to me, man. It's something to you, that's why you did it. Luck, good for you. Whoever did it. I obviously don't care. I just want y'all to know I'm on point, that's all. It had to be somebody I knew. I know all that. That's all I need to know. The rest is irrelevant. Because now nobody I know now will get nothing else belonging to me. Now, my brother Kendrick, I would never in any kind of way even consider him to be nothing but honorable boss. Hey, now look. National Security Conference at 3. Now, second chance defense is just what this state needs and all the rest of the states in the country, because we become the barrier to a lot of things that's keeping us from being successful in what we are interested in doing, okay? So, we're going to bring it to you the right way, all right? But the National Security Conference is important. And let's listen. Right now, we're getting ready to offer jobs. We're going to be accepting applications for jobs for various positions. What I'm going to do today is I've already been to one location to preserve office space for my employees, because we got to have 24-hour service, because we are a corporate government. And with that being said, we also have military staff, security staff, and we need to fill these positions. So we will be accepting applications, and we also will definitely be looking for volunteers. But the thing about it, our volunteers, what we're going to do for you is this, okay? You come work with us, your food and your transportation is guaranteed from the whole time you're at work. We are right now in the process of networking with a few other people for the child care services, but right now, we're guaranteeing our volunteers free food and transportation to work. Now, and in addition to that, after you commit to a 20-day trial to show us that you say you can do something, that you can actually do it, then you got a guaranteed position. If your work is productive, we're not saying just you do, because I can do everything. All I need to do is go outsource and pay for a couple of dollars to some people, or a pack of cookies and a soup, and say, man, I need this done. They hungry, they ain't got no food, and then after they finish that, I'm telling them they got all this other stuff coming, they're going to get the work done, but right now we're going to put some on the stomach, on her stomach, and get them to work. So don't come playing with me, because I ain't got time to play. We're trying to get sincere people on this job, and I want my volunteers. If you're willing to volunteer, then I'm willing to hire you at the spot above anybody else, simply because you're willing to show charity. And that's just what it is. That's me. I'm the boss. That's what I call it, and that's what it is. Now look, I'm going to create, along with the help of all these counties, hundreds of thousands of jobs in this state. We're guaranteeing that. We have new market product that's going to be running and ruling the technology world and the open market of technology and innovations for hundreds of years to come. Long after I'm in the graveyard, my technology is going to continue to rule. That's what they're designed to do. That's what they're supposed to do. And that's what they're going to do. Now, so look, you know, we can't get mad at people because they're not what we want them to be, all right? We don't do that. I'm saying what we do is do what I'm doing, forgive them. Because people gave me the absolute right, a lot of them in prison and on the street, to dust them. And if I can't dust you myself, right, so, but that ain't Christ, man. That's the ice, you feel me? And that's the cold-heartedness that Satan gives you to make you continue to think that you gangsters. He played the game well now. But I had always knew I was doing wrong and out of God's will. I knew that. But I never stopped praying and asking for forgiveness and talking to God, so you can't do that. Just like you can't never stop loving your mother, your brothers, your sisters, your fathers, your grandmothers, your cousins, your nieces, your nephews. You don't never stop loving your family, man. Now, we're going to get to back Why I Chose God, Part 6. But I wanted to interrupt to give you this emergency notice that we have a national security conference at 3 o'clock today, and there's going to be a call-in job fair where y'all can call in live. You're going to be on the show, and you have an opportunity to tell us exactly what it is that you need and what you're talking about, and what we need to do to help you, help us, help each other. And that's where we at with that. Now, I got brothers and sisters in the body of Christ that are willing to help me out, a number of corporations and professional people in the field that's interested in impacting the communities with change and improvement. And I bring those portfolios to the table. So yesterday I announced my bid for the United States presidency for the next election. But I'm already a president in my own country that's incorporated in Angola, Africa. So now I need to get that organized, and that's just what it is, because that's the history of my family. You don't see this big hookah-shookie on my face? Look, man. Can you imagine this in the cocaine table? You don't even need no spoon. Look at them hoovers, man. But guess what? Them babies love that. I love it because I can sniff out wickedness now. See? And now look, I used to sniff out babies and money. So now, I still sniff out babies, but I do it differently. I still let them know. I look at them, let them know they're beautiful. You got to do that. All women are beautiful, man. Ain't no fat, skinny, tall. Look, let's get off that. That's one I want to talk to y'all about right quick. You can't look at a person's physical appearance and tell anything about them. Yeah, you can go by some of the things that they do, but you can't judge these people by their color, their weight, their height, their size, how they look to you, your opinion on all that, because they're born this way. So they have no control over how they look when they're born, but they have control over who they are inside that look that they're born into. So the person that's on the inside, that which is the soul and spirit, which was nothing physical about, are dwelling inside this temple, in this vessel, which moves around the world. So you can't judge people by that. What you got to do is judge the situation so that you can know what you can bring to the table to help people get better. But man, you always supposed to love your parents, even when they do silly things, hurtful things, spiteful things. But God tells us to forgive, so you really don't have a choice. You dig what I'm saying? You got to go for what God tell you to do. That's that. Right? Look at me. See, I'm your guy. I'm going to continue to be here for you. Now, you know, the guy who got his head inside this circle is the guy that got his mind on the circle. Now, I'm going to tell you something. This is finna get interesting. Jesus is definitely Lord, people. I don't care what you hear, what nobody says, God is real. Now, listen. I'm finna help this place clean up. I'm tired of riding through these streets, seeing all this dirt and all these people sleeping on the streets and all this trash everywhere. All these people we got in this community, we can do better than that, man, and we're going to. But we're going to help you out a little bit because that's what God called me to do. Boy, because I know a few places that do that down. Facts. Come on, man. So they support that move when we own that. You dig it? That's how we move.